West Hollywood story is exploring the iconic boulevards, endless shopping, and beautiful galleries. Inspiration is endless in West Hollywood. The neighborhood tells stories of established and emerging artists. You will find fashion and styles from all over the world here. A California sunset is the perfect way to end our day. We will take VIP tickets to this show every night. Our vacation is just getting started. This is our West Hollywood story. Come and find yours.
LA Galaxy belongs on the best surfaces. Whether you're the best player or the best fan, every goal, every tackle, every last-second battle, it all requires precision, performance, and passion. The LA Galaxy trust AstroTurf to provide the best surfaces, because champions deserve the best. AstroTurf, the official synthetic turf and hybrid field building partner of the LA Galaxy.
My dad was a farmer. And when I saw him on a horse, the guy was bigger than life. One of the things that he had a hard time doing was showing the emotion. Maybe it was because the way he was raised, or believing that men provide and they don't struggle. But we all struggle. I want to show emotion to my kids. I want them to know when I'm happy, I want them to know when I'm sad, and I want them to see me working through things. The biggest reward I get from being a dad is watching my kids accomplish a goal, watching them light up. Nothing brings a bigger smile to my face. So I make my kids a priority. Whether it's hitting a baseball, a dance rehearsal, you name it, I'm there. They're gonna remember that they grew up loved. Be brave. Be there every day. And allow your kids to know that it's okay to struggle. That even dad doesn't know the answer sometimes, but we're gonna figure it out together.
Firearms are the #1 cause of death among kids, but we know that healthcare workers can make a huge difference. This is why prevention is absolutely critical. It starts with listening to the community, leaning in on those conversations to better inform what is the approach that you want to take. You are the champions for change. You can be the catalyst for integrating firearm injury prevention strategies into your practice and really benefiting your community. Let's agree to agree that we all have a role to play in ending this crisis.
In Major League Baseball, you could dream with no limits. You could become your hero.
Oh, he's done it again.
Steal the show. Or even start a new club.
The 40-70 season.
You could meet the moment and exceed the hype. You can write a new chapter of history and let your city dream again. This season, anything can happen.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing that keeps us focused. A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game, to drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health? Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Need a break? A break from the grind? The stress? We have just the place. A place where you can let your inner thrill-billy out. Bristol Motor Speedway, April 10th through the 12th for the NASCAR Food City 500 Triple Header Weekend. 3 days, 3 races, 2 night races, 1 epic weekend. Don't just take a break, race to it. Get your tickets, upgrades, and more now at BristolMotorspeedway.com. It's not just a race.
It's Bristol, baby!
The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Gear up and climb the Hawk's Nest. Work together as a team to complete 4 high ropes challenges, all while suspended 40 feet in the air. Finish with a zip through the canopies on our 310-foot zip line. Our ground course features 9 exciting challenges and is perfect for large and small groups. The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Thrilling fun for group events, parties, and field trips.
Walk-off home run. Here's a shot to the right side. This is shaping up to be a strike right side too.
Beautiful Kingsport, Tennessee. It's NAI's The Show, the showcase brought to you inside of Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center with some of the best college basketball programs throughout the nation. I'm Gabriel Shrine. We welcome you now inside of the Meadowview Marriott. This is going to be a good one. It's the Firehawks of the University of Tennessee Southern and the Rams of Columbia International University. We are underway between these two. Floated back and forth a few times. This rattles and won't drop initially. Finessed across. Down back on the attacking end. Fired down low, and this goes off of the glass, 2-0. That's one way to take an early lead. CIU out ahead, 2-0. Johnny Wysong got the lid off the basket, proverbially and literally. Blown dead. Appreciate everybody tuning in, joining us. Firehawks fans, Rams fans, Columbia fans, very familiar with you. Welcome back again. I'm Gabriel Fry, if you don't remember me. Spent a lot of time in this building with the Rams. They play their conference tournaments here. For reference for our Firehawk viewers. On the way, long ball goes for the Columbia International University Rams. Headed back to the attacking end of the floor, the Firehawks.
Quick pitch down inside. This comes loose, and after being taken at twice, it'll be thrown in. CIU out ahead 5-0. Out onto the floor. Finds his way through. The putback rims and goes. They're on the board. Probably needed that. Down on the end of the floor and blown dead. Nearly over and back from the court logo. Working this around the arc, Wysong, the give. 3-ball is a little strong. Came back on him. Now to the attacking end, Firehawks. 2 quick handoffs. Down low, good shot. Regathered, and CIU will take us to the attacking end of the floor. Rams straight away. This has a little too much sauce. Bounced out on him immediately. Firehawks will take us along the edge of the block. It pinballs out on him. Put back, tipped, rolling over the heels. Somehow it doesn't fall. Rams. This one is a jam down inside for Johnny Wysong. His second of the game. Johnny Wysong, so much fun to watch play. That's exactly why he is unreal when push comes to shove. Just crushes that into the twine. Put on Firehawks. Heel the iron collected by the Rams. CIU. Looking to respond. 2 handoffs, then the passing. Columbia International. Fires that from mid-range and knocks it down. Made it look really easy. UT Southern now doing the work. Blown dead as this does go.
Basket's good by Bell. Foul on Davis.
This comes off the side. Entry pass down low, and he's jostled as that'll draw the whistle.
Foul on Bell Jr. And line shoot 2, James Davis. Checking in for the Firehawks. Lentz. Checking in for the Rams. KJ, you got 1. James got 0.
Quickly down the floor. Firehawks maintain possession for a moment before it's sent back the other way. (10-4). Wysong. Johnny. Finesses it over the top. Fires as we get the whistle. That'll go with the Firehawks. It's 12-4. On the way, no. Taking it back to the attacking end of the floor. Three ball, a little too strong. Not a bad look, just couldn't finish. From the corner, three ball is drained for the Columbia International Rams. Beautiful ball. It is 17-4 as he's just on top of the line. And CIU cooking with gas in the show from Meadowview Marriott.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Back in Kingsport with more college basketball. Glad you're with us. So far, this has been quite the showing. 17-4. The lead in the hands of the Rams as the Firehawks get one back right on cue. Tried to put that forward, it's pitched off. Shuffling for position. Great feed inside, but it's intercepted. Looked like he was going to get that to work for a moment. This one busted for three, a little too much. We'll head back the other way with these guys. Down inside, the Rams get the whistle as well. 19-6.
Who was the foul on?
Song is at the stripe. Song gets that. 3-point play for Johnny and the Rams of CIU. Long feed across. On the way, no. Drives his way down inside. Stopped and has to pass from the corner. It's just weak. Firehawks will look to return. Down near the corner. Out front. Stole it away. Quickly coming down the floor. It's stolen back by UT Southern. 3 ball, yes! Knocked down. Stolen again by UT Southern. Firehawks on the move, tried to pass it to the corner, and it's picked off by Carrington. Carrington runs the floor for only a moment before passing it forward. Three ball, no. Scoring has cooled off a bit for CIU after they were electric to open the game. Quick pitch, a second from the corner, it's short. Rebound by Inman. Long ball wide. Rolled off the front lip of the iron. Good pass. Entry pass doesn't quite pay off as he's jostled on the baseline. We'll head back to the other end of the floor quickly. And stopped with a violation on CIU. The sophomore Velich, the one who catches the call. On the way, no, a little too much. The putback floater rattles off and results in the call.
Foul on 23. Billy, that's his second. Team third.
Nice ball just off the mark. Firehawks do maintain possession. University of Tennessee Southern working it around. 3 ball, rattles out on him. Good look. CIU hauls it in. out to the straightaway. Rams driving inside. Carrington wants three. A bit too much sauce as it goes to the baseline. A couple of changes coming for UT Southern. On the left side of your screen is Next Door in a battle between the Tigers of Campbellsville and Warner, the Royals. Separated by just 1 point at 17-16. That's also available right now on the Southeast Sports Network, SESNsports.com/how to watch. On the way, yes, he knocks it down from downtown Kingsport. A dozen on the board. Rams, spin move. Back to Wysong, tipped away, regathered, floater just off the mark. Tries again, and it's blocked by the Firehawks. Tennessee Southern, straight away, 3-ball, won't drop. Headed back to the other end of the floor quickly. The response splashes home. The 3-ball, absolute beauty for the Rams of CIU. They're out ahead 25-12. College basketball in Kingsport, Tennessee. Glad you're with us. Gabriel Schrei here with all the action between these guys, and it's been a lot of fun so far. Down inside, fires the shot and catches the foul. Wysong is the one that catches the foul. That hurts. He's a superstar for these CIU Rams. Sending Cochran to the line. Wysong averaging a dozen points per game. He's already got 7 in this outing. That goes. Pitched over the top, midcourt. Some trouble as this rolls off. Ball will go with the Firehawks. pass across. Fires, and this goes. Beautiful drop in for the basket. Ryan Dunn gets it to go. Running the floor for the Rams. Finesses it inside to Johnny Wysong, who can't knock it down. Headed to the other end, and this rolls off. Quick change for CIU. And they've led by as much as 14, leading by 10 right now. 20-6 at the time they had that lead. It was really commanding for quite a while. Headed to the other end of the floor, on the way. Oh my goodness! He hits that ball from North Carolina. Floater in traffic. Firehawks can't knock it down. Good look to an open Cochran. Cochran does get it to go eventually. Ball pitched on for the Rams of CIU. Key suffers a foul.
Hey, run side out, run it.
Stolen, has a lot of room and takes it in off of the glass. Eric Robinson gets it to go. Still battling against that lead that CIU has had for so long. On the way. This goes automatic. CIU. (30-19). The response couldn't drop it home. Returned, and it's just a beauty. Doesn't get better than that. Luke Lentz knocks that down. He's averaged 10 points per game so far this season. Unreal. Another one goes for the Rams of CIU. Wysong. They're going to give Big Wysong a break. Well deserved. Definitely earned every minute of that.
It was a 30 earlier.
Long floater. Knifes his way inside, gets the step and gets the bucket. Beautifully done inside. Still separated by 10 points.
Help him. Say what? I didn't have a tip. I didn't see a tip. Keep moving slow, keep moving slow, keep moving slow.
Three ball on the way, he got it. Absolutely automatic. Beautiful ball, the long ball for Antonio Cochran, who's having a great outing. They're gonna need him to stay productive. All the way to the corner. Rattled out front, able to maintain possession, Carrington. Rams and Carrington, a bit too much sauce as this pops out. Johnny back on the floor for Columbia International University. Passed around and fired for three. UT Southern within 4. University of Tennessee Southern playing the press. This goes on the other end, so CIU will hold them off for at least another moment. CIU shooting 59% from the floor as they get another one to go. It's 38-30. Their lead ballooning a little bit again. Three-point land, 30% isn't terrible for the Firehawks. CIU shooting 46% from long range in this first half. They've got 16 rebounds apiece, both programs do. So far, 0 lead changes. We've never been tied. It's been all CIU to this point.
White 13, or excuse me, yeah.
You want to make the basket?
Yes. Yeah, white 13, white 13 and gray 4. White 13, gray 4.
Gray 4
they're
is
gonna,
the call.
Yeah, they're going to both be team fouls, but it just offsets.
Okay, so Gray has 17 fouls.
So Demarion Baldwin, Tristan Carrington getting hit with a double tech, as you heard our officials say right there.
Double technical fouls have been issued. Number 13 of the Rams, Carrington.
That's a smart official. He covers his mouth. Because I know these guys are listening to us.
There should be. Yeah.
So that's what's going on, the double tech.
Yes. So I have 7 and 6.
We'll get back underway. Fights his way down inside and stopped. Eight-point game, 9. Drives down inside, can't get it. Taken back. Tennessee Southern off the mark. Everybody crashing down low in the paint. this won't drop. Long ball drops. My goodness, Luke Lentz gets an important one. Those are huge points as we do get a timeout on the floor. 22 seconds still to play in this first half. 33 for the Sky. 38 CIU. 33 UT Southern. Trying to hang around, battle their way back in. It's been really close in between these two. Back in Kingsport, Tennessee, we've only got a couple seconds left in this first half. That's on the way, and pinball's out. Wysong regathers. Johnny up front, on the way. Final few seconds, he gets it to go. Rams at the buzzer. Gonna take a 7-point advantage into the halftime break, leading UT Southern's Firehawks. Really nice showing in this first half of action, and excited to see what we'll get at half number 2.
It's time.
Oh, terrific.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
I'm Bijan Robinson, running back for the Atlanta Falcons. Mental health makes me a better person and athlete just because whenever my mind is clear, I perform so much better. So mental health for me is the priority because it controls everything in your body and it gives you the chance to be the best physically you can be.
My dad was a farmer, and when I saw him on a horse, the guy was bigger than life. One of the things that he had a hard time doing was showing the emotion. Maybe it was because the way he was raised, or believing that men provide and they don't struggle. But we all struggle. I want to show emotion to my kids. I want them to know when I'm happy, I want them to know when I'm sad, and I want them to see me working through things. The biggest reward I get from being a dad is watching my kids accomplish a goal, watching them light up. Nothing brings a bigger smile to my face. So I make my kids a priority. Whether it's hitting a baseball, a dance rehearsal, you name it, I'm there. They're gonna remember that they grew up loved. Be brave. Be there every day. And allow your kids to know that it's okay to struggle. That even dad doesn't know the answer sometimes, but we're gonna figure it out together.
All of the ways to watch your favorite local and regional sports. Join us now on Twitch TV. You can also find NSBN on Amazon Fire TV or visit us live on YouTube as we stream games there as well. Another fan favorite way to watch is NSBNsports.com. You can also find us through our NSBN app, free to download from the Google Play Store, and Roku TV, where you can find all of our content. NSBN Sports, visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Back in Kingsport, Tennessee, and standing by with us, joining us right now, the hero of our last game for the Pikeville Bears, Kian Warricks, who has had another fantastic season. Kian, you had a great outing, picked up some crucial rebounds, a couple of assists, and just facilitated the whole game from your spot at point guard. How are you feeling about that big win?
The win feels great. It really does. It was the first time that I thought we had fully pieced two halves together, so to finally see that and the momentum that we've been carrying, it's just awesome to see.
Definitely a ton of momentum for this program. It seems like you guys are unstoppable at this point. Receiving votes, really excited to see that for you guys as an AAC school. Do you think that adds a lot of pressure, or does Coach remind you, as Ty, like, listen, don't worry about where we're at in the poll?
Yeah, Coach Compton's always trying to tell us to, never look at that stuff. Like, every game that we go and play, we're going to have a target on our back, so we just got to worry about us, worry about being the best version of us, and everything will come down to that.
Well, it's a long year for the Pikeville Bears. Tell me about your expectations of this season as a point guard and such a decorated member of this roster for so long.
Man, it's been a blessing being a part of this team. My expectations are kind of cut and dry. We've made it to the national tournament every year that I've been here, but we've never actually made it down to Kansas City. So I would really love to get there, and of course, once we get to Kansas City, we can worry about getting to the national championship game and doing wonders there. But I'd really like to make it to national tournament in Kansas City with those guys, man. They're very special. We have a special group, and I wouldn't want anything else besides being with those fellas.
That's really cool. What's been your favorite thing about playing basketball at Pikeville?
Just everything, man. Honestly, it's been nothing but a blessing to me. Basketball has treated me very well. You get to meet so many new faces every year, and Coach Compton has been extremely good to us. The new assistant coaches, Coach Boswell, everyone has been really good to us. And the community-driven, we have such good support from people back home, so it's just a blessing to be around. It really is.
I love it. And back here at the Meadowview Marriott, you spend a lot of time here because you guys are always going so deep in the tournament in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. What's your favorite thing about the Meadowview and visiting Kingsport?
This place is awesome. I always look forward to this tournament, coming down here, playing these 2 days. My favorite thing about Kingsport, honestly, is DoorDash, I'll be honest. So as soon as I got here, I got on DoorDash and looked at a couple of dessert places, and that's the first thing I did once I got here.
Oh, man, I had to get on DoorDash ourselves to finish out the day with 5 games straight. Kian, I appreciate you joining us. Good luck the rest of the season, and look forward to chatting again.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
That is Kian Warricks, the point guard and star for the Pikeville Bears. He's had a fantastic year, a really, really electric career at Pikeville, and looking forward to seeing how he finishes things. Appreciate him joining us. At the half of our game, 40-33, CIU's Rams are in the lead and looking to close out strong what has been a great matchup so far between them and the UT Southern Firehawks.
Is it time yet?
It's time.
Let's start time for dinner.
Oh, terrific.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Everyone has a ritual.
that small thing to keep us focused. A habit we never skip. To clear our minds and elevate our performance. But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Maybe you surround yourself with positivity. Or you need to center yourself. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body. It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Toda mi gente lo siente. 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 Toda mi gente caliente. Toda mi gente lo siente. Toda mi gente suena. En la favela suena. El techo se me llena. Toda mi gente lo siente.
I'm Mauricio Cuevas, defender for the LA Galaxy. The best performance requires the best training. That's why we trust AstroTurf. AstroTurf delivers unparalleled ability, safety, and playability, ensuring every match and session of training is fast and exciting. As a proud partner of the LA Galaxy, AstroTurf continues to provide world-class surfaces, fueling the future of the game.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Hi there. I'd like to introduce you to McValue at McDonald's. With McValue, you can buy one and add any one of these for only $1. And look at that. You can do the same thing during breakfast. It's crazy. You see, at any moment in the day, McValue can take you to a place where a whole new menu of possibilities exist, inspiring you to order more from life than you could ever imagine. Take a look at your surroundings. Take a look at your environment. Take a look at your past decisions. Take a look at your present. Are you curious about the future? And setting your expectations at perfection is not a way for growth. So I'd use the word curiosity, and that's a long way to get there. But if you stay curious, I think you can get the most out of life's menu. Because if you don't, you're leaving some of those moments on the table. You gotta try to get the most out of life. You might just think McValue adds the power of choice to McDonald's menu, but it also adds the power of perspective. And depending on how you look at it, that might be the most powerful thing you can order. And while you're here, I can't wait to meet you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The bravest person I know is definitely my dad, 100%.
My friend Sean.
My daughter Cynthia, and she was in the United States Army.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
Our journey has not been easy.
One of the bravest things he did was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
When he decided he was going to go back to school after 23 years.
It was the better part of my life that I spent in the Marine Corps. Transitioning out, it's a difficult thing.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
So I really appreciate it.
I'm worried about Mom.
Mom? She's fine. These the ones, right, Mom?
Yeah, groundlings.
Sweet potatoes.
Daddy, it's salty.
Some things come with age.
And some don't. Early detection of Alzheimer's can lead to better care for your loved one. Learn the early warning signs at 10signs.org.
Oh, man. Come on, Emma. Come on, Emma. Where is she?
Hey, do you need a hand?
Yeah. My God. Every time with his team, man. All right, coach, put me on this, man.
Nice dive. Now find your rhythm.
Calm down. Ah! Hey! Okay, man! That boy lit! That boy lit!
Up. That's it. You got one more for you.
Got you. Like the headway. Here she is, guys. She's coming, guys.
Let's go.
Good morning, Emma. I'm right here now. Come on, come to me, come to me.
Turn me up,
Onyedi.
Onyedi?
You're Fatani.
Boss, man, I'm turned up right now, though. Oh, you're violating, man, honestly.
Starting our second half inside of the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. Welcome, glad you're with us. Really good one underway right now. Trying to find a way back from a 7-point deficit at the half. UT Southern's Firehawks. Gabriel Schrei, Ken French alongside me. Founder, director of the show here in Kingsport, head coach of the Oak City Mighty Oaks. Coach, thanks for being with me.
Hey, I appreciate you having me on.
Been coaching for a couple of minutes now. This is the 11th year of the show, too, which is wild to me.
Yeah, you know, it started out with 8 teams, and that first time that we did it, we had 8 teams and only one court, the A side that you see here now in this game, and it's blown up since then.
Couple of quick feeds, and he stopped before he can get the shot off. We took a moment. We had Kian Warricks on during the half already and talked to him about his year at Pikeville. You just gave him a Champions of Character award, is that correct?
Yeah, we give one out to a team member from each participating team today, here on Saturday, just to recognize them. You know, it is a NAI initiative, and we try to recognize somebody from each team and keep the Champions of Character as a part of this event. And I think it means a lot. I think it means a lot to the individuals, and I think it means a lot to the coaches to have somebody in their program recognized.
Quick score. Still separated by almost 10. Inbounding feed will come from Demarion Baldwin. Davis suffered the foul. He can afford a couple more, but I can't believe some of the shooting percentages we're seeing. Pikeville was shooting 60% down the back stretch. Right now, CIU is still north of 50. They're at 52% from the floor. Are they just feeling it because we're in Kingsport? What's going on?
I don't know. They're both AAC schools, so they've played in this building, in their tournament, and they've both been here in the show, and they're lighting it up for sure.
It's wild to see. It's a lot of fun. Header bank the other end, and right away, automatic. Baldwin gets this to go.
Gabriel, we're so excited about, what we've done in the 11 years and our partnership with Visit Kingsport and what they do here, putting on this event, and we think it's just going to continue to get better. Obviously we only have 20 teams this year. Last year we had 30, but we'll continue to do men only. Next year we might have 22 men's teams, but I think it's less stressful on everybody working to only have 20, 22 teams. But the games have been, the schedule and everything's much easier to stay on top of.
I can agree with that. It's a lot of gear to set up for the broadcast on both floors. Really excited about this next matchup as well. We've got Life Running Eagles and the St. Thomas Bobcats. That's going to be a wild one.
It's going to be a good one. You got the Southern States and the Sun Conference both represented in those games, so they'll get after it.
Wysong gets this to go down inside. Beautiful finish.
What I like that has developed out of this is, we have a lot of coaches who continue to come back to this event, and there's been a camaraderie. NAI coaches they're all close. We all know each other pretty well and everything, but there's been a camaraderie of teams and coaches here that have really gotten to know each other over the years, and it's really neat to see how friendships and how everybody keeps track of their programs as the year goes along.
It is really neat. You meet so many different coaches, so many different members of these programs, the players, and you keep track of them throughout the year after you see them. You want to know how they finish and how things go for them. See a couple of athletes or meet a coach you like, and suddenly you're invested in a new program.
Correct, absolutely. And it's neat to see how the teams interact and what kind of spirit they play with. I always talk about what kind of spirit you play with. And different styles of play. Teams that press, teams that are a little smaller, teams that are guard-oriented, teams that have bigs, teams that play man or zone. It's really neat. There's a lot of good basketball here, and not just this weekend, but every year we've had the show. It's a showcase of NAIA basketball.
Definitely serves its purpose. It's really unbelievable the level of talent that is in this building, the shooting. I mean, I've never seen a team play so well as Freed Hardeman on defense last night. This CIU Rams team that looks so good right there. Beautiful delivery for the three ball from J.J. Vaughn. They extend their lead a little further out to 13 with 4 minutes gone in the second half. I've never seen a team struggle to score like that, and it's good to see for them that they've turned it around, right? They're doing very well offensively today, but my goodness, Freed Hardeman, just sticky hands.
Yes, and obviously they leave 2-0, and Freed's got it rolling. He plays that platoon system, in and out, 5 in, 5 out. But that's what they're known for. Coach Stutz has them. They defend. They're one of the best defensive teams in the country, and it shows.
I asked him when I talked to him last night. Vaughn just rattles out.
That was a heat check.
Man. He's about 5 degrees from boiling when that one pinballing out on him. Everybody jumps to the floor. This will be sent with CIU as they'll inbound Johnny Wysong to do the honors. This CIU team, just was talking to Zach Moss from St. Thomas about this. They have had quite the tune-up. CIU fans have already heard this. UT Southern fans have not. Great pass to the back door, and he's rejected down inside. Wysong stops him. Great play by Wysong. He is just feeling it today for sure. They've really flipped around from a tough night against the #3 team in America. Drew told me in that interview, we want to be back in Kansas City, compete for it all. 100% believe that Freed-Hardeman will be there.
You know, they'll have a good shot at being one of the Sweet 16 teams that advances, you know, to Kansas City. And you know, you look, there's a lot of good teams here at Northwestern, Ave Maria, you know, and Northwestern knocked off Ave today. But, you know, there's a lot of good teams. You know, Georgetown's getting ready to play, and there's a variety of teams that are on the cusp of becoming a good team, you know, and who had a lot of new players. You know, you take us, for example, we got 9 out of our top 10 rotational guys are all new. So they're just now figuring out who they are.
J.J. Vaughn has exploded to open this second half and is powering the lead of the Rams as he's got it again. Good feed to Wysong, who finishes gorgeous play down inside. Vaughn has got 19, Wysong's got 11, and they're back to 55% from the floor. I mentioned the tune-up games. CIU heard me talk a bit about this last night. The fans who have joined us again today. I'm sure some of the national media and talking heads from around the league have already heard this. Wysong trying to build out. Good feed to Vaughn, who goes for 21.
Nice play. Nice pass from the big guy.
And a timeout on the floor. So CIU, before they came here to the show and played Freed-Hardeman, their last matchup was against Division I Presbyterian College in Clinton, South Carolina. Presbyterian went to California and played 4 games, played Sac State. They finished with UCLA, got on a plane, came back and played CIU as their next matchup. That's quite the tune-up.
It is. You know, and there's a lot of people that challenge their teams early on. We had a similar trip like that. You know, we went to Mount Vernon, played 2 games in their classic, got on a bus on Saturday, drove all the way back, and on Sunday went to Evansville and played a Division I game. So we had 3 games in a row on the road, and you know, 2 in Mount Vernon, Ohio, and then drove home and played Evansville, University of Evansville Division I, you know, on Sunday. So it's everybody. You find out a lot about your team in November. You know, sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't. and when you get to December, you know, teams are going one direction or the other. And you can see the teams that are peaking and starting to trend in the right direction.
Visit Kingsport always does such a nice job with this event.
You know, we're talking about good teams here. Like Campbellsville's playing right now, and they're undefeated. The Mid-South is a lot deeper than what the league has been in the last couple of years. So it's going to be interesting to see how that league forms and shapes out with the Georgetown, Cumberlands, and Freeds. You know, and now you add in Campbellsville, Lindsey Wilson, and Bethel, Tennessee. You know, they're all playing well.
They're ahead by 15, looking really good. This is a 15-point advantage now for CIU. Wanted to make it 17. Hauled in by Bell. Long outlet fade down the floor. 3 ball. Hooks it back. Well played inside. It's waved off. Inbounding feed. That'll put us back underway. Meadowview Marriott, beautiful venue for college basketball. Pumps, flicks it behind the back to Wysong, and just a little too cute with it. Vaughn couldn't quite find his teammate, but I do love the try.
You know, you've become very familiar with this level of basketball and NAIA basketball, and you see it. You know, you wish more high school players and coaches could see this in person. Because they tell it's a high level of basketball. You know, it's a lot better than what people give it credit for.
I think we're coming to a new era of sports. PC is an interesting game to talk about, an interesting school to talk about. things have changed so much with NIL and the recruitment process and the transfer portal. This is Division I. Like, this is not the NAIA of yesterday. This level of basketball is so competitive on the way, and it skips off the iron before being swatted off of the floor. I don't think people understand that now you're going to have to go through a school like a CIU, develop, become the best player there, win a conference championship, then go market yourself to that mid-major or that Power 5 school you want to join. They don't want high school athletes anymore.
No, it's a lot easier to go Division I right now if you're at a D2 or NAI school than going to a JUCO. You got a better opportunity because if you put up numbers at a D2 and an NAI and you play in a good program, they know you can play at the next level.
On the way, this rolls off the side, and the Firehawks pull it down. It makes for an interesting juxtaposition for programs. Now you've got this blessing where you bring in this fantastic talent, game-changing talent, but the door is going to revolve a little more than it used to. Some programs, like PC, again, that example at Presbyterian, they're able to hang on to talent there that definitely was transfer worthy and could have gone to a mid-major or a power school and played some ball, but they didn't. And so some schools might be able to hang on to that talent and capitalize on that and build an even more successful program than ever before. And some schools might have to embrace that, where guys are moving on. And you're the coach. You live in this every day. You know better than I do, but does that sound like I've read the landscape properly?
Absolutely, 100%. As a coach, you've got to be open to it. You got to know it's going to happen, or it could happen, or you've got to promote that that's going to happen. And you've got to be willing to develop a kid for 1 or 2 years, and they're going to move on.
I think at the end of the day, it's going to be a net massive positive for D2, for NAIA. Might hurt JUCOs.
It could. They're still getting a lot of players because of the eligibility rules and how those years don't get charged against them. But NAI is the same way. It all just depends. It comes down to fit. What's a good fit for you when you're coming out of high school, and then that fit, does it change into, okay, now I want to move up, or I want to try the Division I level. And the other thing that a lot of people don't understand is every Division I, they're not paying every player that they have. There's a lot of schools that don't have a lot of NIL money, and there's a lot of schools that don't have any at all, even at the Division I level. And then there's some that have some, but they've got to play they have to pay and invest in their best players. So when they look for a free guy now, they'll call us and ask us about, hey, you think this would be a free guy? Well, a free guy used to mean a walk-on. Now a free guy means no NIL money. They just want the Division I opportunity.
Somehow finesses this through, and it rolls off of the floor. That's interesting, and it makes a lot of sense. I have not thought about the fact that fans may not understand that most of these Division I players aren't getting paid.
Yeah, there's a lot that aren't. Especially if you're not in the Power 4.
Good feed inside, no. Yeah, pretty much everybody outside of those larger programs. Good feed, Vaughn gets it to go. Those mid-majors like a SoCon school, great example.
Right.
You got a lot of them dotted around Chicago, Chicagoland, Indiana. These schools just don't pay all their guys. They're paying a couple guys, especially with hoops, right? You're paying 1 or 2, but that's it. Your stars get paid, and they're not making a lot. Enough. This doesn't go for Vaughn. Carrington drives down the baseline. 3 ball on the way, and it's just off the mark. To the other end, sent to the corner. CIU just hanging on to that lead right near 15, halfway through the second half. Carrington directs traffic. Wanted the step, stole it away by the Firehawks. University of Tennessee Southern takes this all the way. Baldwin gets the whistle before he can finish. Yeah, this has, again, been a great year here at the show. It's unbelievable that we're already halfway through it. I mean, it doesn't even feel like it.
Correct.
It's because we didn't play 35 games is why.
That's right. We didn't have 30 teams. We love having you guys here. The partnership, I mentioned the one with Visit Kingsport, but we've developed a partnership with you guys too. And you're trying to showcase NAIA basketball and give the best possible presentation of it here, and you get to see that. And you guys are doing a phenomenal job on the broadcast, and we get a lot of compliments on them. If the Wi-Fi was just a little bit better, there might not be any complaints.
Man. I know, I'd be complaining. I understand. It's tough. There's nothing. We actually had the director of IT for the Meadowview Marriott Conference Center with us yesterday, and he spent 4 or 5 hours on the phone right with me fighting with the support team that they have for their contract that they're locked into from a corporate standpoint, just trying to get the ports open so we can get on the internet, and eventually got on the wireless, and that's what we got here. So we apologize for any missteps in the stream. It's the best we could do. It's always frustrating, though. I know what that feels like, as a fan.
Sure. If you're one of those parents and you're not here and you're trying to watch, your son play, it's tough. The good thing about it is we don't have a paywall.
Hey, I hate a paywall. That's literally the reason I started doing what I do. No paywalls. I said somebody is gonna. That is a beautiful ball from Vaughn. My goodness. He can't miss. They need to respond. Luke, heavily defended. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the paywall. I've gone a long way to avoid the paywall. On the way, 3 ball is shy. I think that as things change, good opportunity down inside and a little kiss off of the glass. 62-49, important points scored for CIU to extend their lead. I just think that as things change with streaming, you look at the carriage dispute between YouTube TV and ESPN, and all of a sudden it becomes very obvious that a lot of people have ditched cable and they're relying on streaming services from ESPN. They're relying on streaming in general to consume sports, whereas before, obviously that was not the case. I think that things will continue to be more and more batched up, broken up, until you got to have 100 services to watch all the stuff you want, and I'm trying to find a way to bring that to the market. I want to partner with schools and conferences and tournaments that want to bring a really high-quality stream to their fans. I want to do it at as low of a cost as possible to those people, right? And bring it for free to the fans, because I just don't like the thought of grandma having to pay $10 to watch her grandson. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, and you're doing a phenomenal job, and it's a great concept. And, you look where we are in society. Like, we have an iPhone or whatever type of phone you have in your pocket. Well, how many streaming apps and channels and stuff do you have on your phone? Everybody just watches their phone,
Yeah.
So it's available. You're walking around with all those channels in your pocket.
About to get back underway. Firehawks will run the floor. Three ball, that one just off the mark. Yeah, I've been really grateful. You mentioned the partnership with Visit Kingsport, and I'm really grateful for my partnership with them as well. They have been fantastic to work with for me as a business, for the crews that I brought in, the freelancers. They always make it so easy. They're fun to work with. I have a fun time hanging out with them. And I can't say enough good things about them or Kingsport in general. Really enjoy my visits to the Meadowview. This has become like a second home for me. I spend about 60 days here a year.
Well, I'm sure, yes.
On the way from mid-range, it rattles, rolls, and won't go. Great opportunity, just couldn't finish. Floater. Wants the turnaround. He got the step and jostled and one. He'll go to the line.
You know, there's so many of these games, you watch them, and they're won at the rim. Like, everybody talks about shooting the three and all that stuff, but you win at the rim. But the teams that finish at the rim, those are usually the teams that are winning. Outside of the ones that, you know, just defend the heck out of you like free.
On the way for three, it's shy. Clattered off the heel of the iron, but the Firehawks keep it alive. Three ball again, splashes home this time. Beautiful delivery from long range for Bell. Long ball again for Vaughn. He's got 26 points. Light it up in the showcase, why don't you?
I was getting ready to say, every time UT Southern has a run and they got an opportunity to get a stop and cut it down to single digits, well, that guy hits a three.
My goodness, he is unstoppable. But to support your point about playing at the rim, down inside again, and there's Bell on cue. 32 points in the paint, now to the 18 of the Firehawks. CIU leading that charge. I mean, they've just been unstoppable inside. Rebounds have been surprisingly close. But CIU doing it all inside, and really, if you wipe all the three balls away, it's still the same score margin just because of the point paints.
Right.
In fact, it's literally almost exactly the difference in points in the paint. Really nice couple of wins for the Mighty Oaks, speaking of which.
I appreciate that. That's the first time we've gone 2-0 here at the show.
That's cool.
And we're coming along. We like I said, we've got 9 out of 10 new rotational guys, and we're figuring it out. And we like the pieces we have. I feel like we've got a really good backcourt between Dior Davis and Khalik Sharp, and they showcased themselves in the 2 games that we played.
A 12-point advantage with 6:43 to go in the second half. The lead in the hooves of the Rams in Kingsport.
The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Gear up and climb the Hawk's Nest. Work together as a team to complete 4 high ropes challenges, all while suspended 40 feet in the air. Finish with a zip through the canopies on our 310-foot zip line. Our ground course features 9 exciting challenges and is perfect for large and small groups. The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Thrilling fun for group events, parties, and field trips.
Need a break? A break from the grind? The stress? We have just the place. A place where you can let your inner thrill-billy out. Bristol Motor Speedway, April 10th through the 12th for the NASCAR Food City 500 Triple Header Weekend. 3 days, 3 races, 2 night races, 1 epic weekend. Don't just take a break, race to it. Get your ticket. It's not just a race.
It's Bristol, baby! College basketball in Kingsport, Tennessee, 70-58. Gabriel Schrei, head coach of the Mighty Oaks. Ken French with me. Feed for CIU. Rams get the step into the paint. Can't quite finish as this falls down. Second chance points off the mark, and this skaters over the baseline. Talked a little about Faulkner during the break and shutting down their star scorer, and just a complete game for the Mighty Oaks today.
It's the first time that we feel like we put together a 40-minute, full 40-minute performance. You know, we've blown 3 double-digit leads on the road in the second half, and part of that's growing. We've had some adversity, had guys in and out of the lineup, but I was really proud of our guys. We have a ton of respect for Faulkner and that program, and how good they are, and it was a big win for us. And I'm not taking anything away from Faulkner, because that's how much I appreciate them and have respect for their program. I thought we played well today.
Couple of quick passes. The pump. Fires the pass down low and gets it to go. Great feet inside. That's an awesome pass. What's your favorite play? What's your favorite thing to see done in a game?
To be honest, it's
that was
good backdoor.
nasty.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
I like to see when teams share the ball. I really do. I like to see good passing like those last two plays that we saw here in this game, because it's the ultimate. This is the ultimate team game.
3 ball off the mark, pitched into the air and somehow controlled by the Rams. Pulled down by Will Kelly. Inman will give it back to him on the center court logo.
I think beautiful basketball, for me, it's one of the definitions of that are teams that play unselfish and they share the basketball.
You don't see teams pass it enough anymore, I feel like. Great spin move through the paint, got the step and couldn't finish. Weissong, though, keeps the possession alive and flips it back out to Kelly.
You were talking about complimenting us on our play today, and I don't know. I'd have to go back and look because I've got all the records here at the show. We had DJ Biacha, our starting center tonight. He only scored 1 point, but he had 10 blocks. And I don't know if that's a show record or not. It's got to be close. He had 10 blocks today, yep.
That's crazy. I didn't even realize that.
Yes, he did.
It didn't feel like it through the course of the game. It was one of those sneaky ones. This goes. That's wild. That is really good. Timeout on the floor. 73-60, a 13-point game. Right now, the Rams trying to coast to a win in Kingsport.
What if you could have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Your game on the right side of your screen. On the left is behind. Now it's Campbellsville and Warner. You can also watch that on the Southeast Sports Network. Live coverage from Meadowview Marriott and the show. Little 2-ball kisses off the glass. 2 points back in favor of the Firehawks of the University of Tennessee Southern. Needed those. They need to find a way to get a few more.
Here they are. They got another opportunity to get it to single digits.
Weissong pickpocketed momentarily, but somehow got it back. Kelly decides to fire the 3-ball, and it's just not quite the touch he needed. How did he get through? Weissong finishes.
He's had some big offensive rebounds here.
Good feed inside. Look at that finish. Basically uncontested. Weissong outside, long ball. This one just too much. Flicked across the floor, delivered to the corner for 3. The Firehawks cut it to single digits, through with an 8. That comes right at the exact time they needed it, kind of late inside of the final few minutes.
It's going to come down to a 3-minute war right here.
Speaking of a war, big collision down inside. This announcer that the Red Wolves brought with them, IU East, is cracking me up. He's hilarious. He came up here and did part of a game with me.
So much energy. I've gotten to know those guys really well.
We got to get him and Walt doing something together. Walt Ferber's the announcer on the other floor. He is a riot. Speaking of which, we can actually watch part of that game instead of sending you to break here during the timeout. We'll show you on the left side during this timeout call what's going on the other floor. This is Campbellsville taking on Warner and the Royals, and way out ahead. I mean, the Tigers are doing really well. They've had a nice showing again this year at the tournament.
Yes. The Mid-South is back to having a lot of depth in their league, like we talked about earlier. This is, and they've showcased that, you know, this weekend throughout the start of the season, but this weekend you get to see Campbellsville in person, and everybody sees now, oh, no, they're pretty good.
Campbellsville and the Mid-South in general just always finds a way to be extremely, extremely difficult to compete with.
Yes, absolutely.
Tigers are looking for that three. There's the entry pass. I don't know what Warner's got to do over there, but hang in there, Warner. Royals and Tigers also live right now. Our game coming down to the final few moments in what's been a super good one. Down inside, really could have used that. They've finally silenced Vaughn. He hasn't hit a bucket in a long time, stuck at 26 points. Working it around the outside. CIU trying to waste some time. You just can't let them shoot at this point. They've hit 50% of their shots from the floor. Kelly back on the front court. Drives his way to the elbow. Step back Jay. It rims and won't go. And the response immediately. That cuts it down to a 2-possession game inside of our final 2 minutes. Separated by just 6. This goes. Vaughn on cue. He's got 29 points. That's literally, that went exactly how you said it had been going.
They finally get it, you know, a manageable, you know, single digit, working on a comeback, and 0 lights them up.
9 for 23 as a team from 3-point range, 50% from the floor still. Free throw shooting could become critical. The Firehawks are 9 for 11 from the charity stripe. CIU is 5 for 7, so that's 81 and 71% respectively. Rebounds are out of control in the Rams' favor now at this point. They were deadlocked for almost the entire game. Now it's 41-31 CIU. On the left side of your screen is also live coverage of Campbellsville and Warner. They brought it within 13. We can hear them on the other side of the wall. It sounds like it's rowdy over there.
That's one of the neat things everybody talks about, you know, what's the dynamic, the atmosphere like in here with the 2 courts and the wall and all that stuff. You know, it's nice because you hear things going on and you kind of walk over there and see what kind of run's going or how the teams are playing and everything. And then you hear a big roar over here and, you know, you can follow A side or B side. And, you know, I like going back there in the back and sitting, you know, where you can see both courts at the same time.
I can't believe that this place doesn't sell out more than it does. On the way this goes.
Good answer.
Huge three brings us back within 6, 90 seconds to play. You're not going to get higher quality of ball for the value. Timeout again on the floor.
30-second timeout.
Just a 30-second break between these two teams. They're in a break on the other side as well, trying to sort things out. Campbellsville and Warner duking it out on the other court. 90 seconds left in our game. 78-72. CIU has led the entire game, literally. They've never trailed, they've never been tied. Trying to finish with that 2-possession lead in the late stages. Walt Ferber, Milligan's Brendan Sweeney on the call on the other side. They'll have coverage following our wrap-up.
You know, the way both teams have shot the ball here, 6-point lead with 1:20 left is nothing. I mean, it's 2 possessions. They can get that back easily.
Makes his way to the far side of the floor. CIU Rams, 65 seconds to play. Fires, and this is off the mark as he's fouled. Wysong was ready to clean it up.
His first. At the line, shoot Davis.
Good possession by CIU right there, run the clock. They get a drive to the rim, get fouled, go to the free throw line.
Davis off the mark. He shot 79% from the line so far this season. 63 seconds left in the game.
Well, I can vouch for you. You didn't give him the broadcaster's jinx or anything like that. You didn't mention it until he missed.
Usually I mention it before and then I feel guilty if they do miss. 79-72. That does make it a 3-possession game, which could be huge. Knifes his way along the block and the whistle down low.
I did notice you did have a microphone now at the table.
That's huge. I love being able to hear what they say. It's very helpful. It's also extremely entertaining. I've caught some great stuff. I do that at a lot of events. I put it at the fourth officials table for soccer. The stuff you hear is wild. You have to be careful, actually.
You need to start putting a little sign there, live microphone.
Yeah,
or something.
behave. Well, we've changed officials at the table, so they don't, you know, I warned the other guy. Battles his way down the floor. 41 seconds, fouled intentionally on the front court. Yes. Back to the line again, Davis. 78%, he should hit 3 of 4. Due for another.
Yep.
That goes as well. Do you think about that as a coach? I always wonder that, like, how much thought goes into selecting your free throw shooters at the end of a game, or does it get away from you sometimes?
No, you know, we go through that with players. There's certain players you want on the floor, and sometimes there's players you can't have on the floor, you know. But I don't think there's any question that, you know, coaches think about that, especially the way the season plays out. You know who can hit free throws crunch time. And you also know if there's guys that maybe don't have a great percentage, but they hit clutch free throws. And we've got a couple of guys that are like that. Maybe their percentage isn't great, but we know if the game's on the line, they're going to hit them.
That would make me so nervous. I would be sweating every time I had to make that decision. I see that, though, in coaches. They'll send a guy out that has a lower shooting percentage in free throws, and, you know, it's like very clear he was intentionally given the ball, and I'm like, why would you give him the ball in that situation? So that
Sometimes,
makes sense.
especially if it's a three-point shooter, sometimes you just want them to see the ball go through the hole, and gives them confidence.
Waning moments of this, 33 seconds left on the clock, 81-73. CIU Rams trying to close it out. Campbellsville Tigers doing the same thing with 90 seconds to go. They're leading by about the same margin, 9 points. Campbellsville, a nice short trip. Warner, a long way.
Yes. We've got, Iowa, Florida, obviously South Carolina, Kentucky, Tennessee, Indiana, all represented here. That's one of the things I've been proud of, is being able to get different leagues and being able to have voters and people that are in the know on the top 25 and the selection committee and that type of stuff to get eyes on teams from other leagues, and I think that's important.
That makes a lot of sense. Not a lot of opportunities to do that when you don't have one super unified source of coverage, or
correct.
It's just it's very different from the way that the NBA is done, the NCAA. State high school associations, obviously a whole different animal. So we're back to the stripe. Crucial points up for grabs as he gets the first and makes it a 7-point game, 81-74. That's off the mark. Fighting for it. Down the sideline, and Carrington intentionally fouled by the Firehawks.
Wysong with another big rebound.
Johnny Wysong is so fun to watch play.
You're talking about Division I and leagues. Division I, same thing. They have, different leagues have different styles of play. Some are guard dominant, some are big dominant, some are defense dominant, and same thing with NAI. Each league has a identity of its own, and it's really neat to see when you put together an event like this to see how the game is played across the country. It's different,
Carrington, he gets both in clutch time with 29 seconds to play. Looking to respond quickly. They've got to get this off as fast as possible. Free to the basket, he gets it off the glass. 7-point gain, that's 3 possessions. Fouled intentionally, and they foul Vaughn.
Double bonus.
Vaughn and the official sharing a nice little moment there. Yes. 84-76, 8-point game, still 3 possessions, and that's a tall order. You're gonna need a big shovel with 19 seconds to play.
Makes it tough. They're gonna have to get a quick 3 here and see what happens.
85-76. Fights his way inside, off the mark once, pinballed over to Carrington, and this one free down the floor to Vaughn, who's gonna take the classy move and dribble it out instead of getting the free bucket. Love to see it. That does it. CIU's Rams win 84-74 in a nice second game outing for them at the tournament. Coach, some brief thoughts from you on the performance of the CIU Rams in this.
They shot it well tonight. Good bounce back win for them. I'm sure they didn't feel good about yesterday, and they came in here today, had a good spirit about them, and they lit it up.
Looked really good. Again, the final score, a really nice win, 85-74 the final, as the CIU Rams take that one in Kingsport, Tennessee. That'll do it for Coach Ken French, for the Rams, for the Firehawks. I'm Gabriel Schreier saying so long on the Southeast Sports Network. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live and are copyright material. Today's game will be archived and available for replay inside of the Apper platform where you viewed it.
It's time. Oh, terrific.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.